Hello, hello. For those of you playing Tetris, we're going to start our first qualifying session. So if you want to be a part of that for the first hour, come see me. And we're going to get started here in like 5 minutes. So then you'll have to wait another hour. So.
Hello, hello.
What's up, Ninja?
What's up, Vince?
All right, we're here at GameOn Expo in Phoenix, Arizona at the Desert Regional.
Wow. I think, this is the first time I've ever commentated with you.
Oh, wow. Well, it's an honor for me. We're going to get these players going, everyone on stage. We're waiting on Kirby to come back.
If anyone has seen a Kirby, not the pink ball of the character, but Kirby, the Tetris player, please get ready to go on stage as we will be starting quals very soon.
I could see him walking up, making his dramatic entrance. You could see him maybe in one of the backs of the other cameras. Maybe he'll be in every camera. Oh, look at that. Every single camera.
Wants to make a fashionable entrance, wants to be seen in every cam.
All right, for those of you on the main stage, if you could top out, we're going to get the timer going. Hello, chat. What's up?
We are live. For anyone who's curious and wants to interact, we will be streaming on all major platforms such as YouTube, Twitch. Do we still stream on Kick? I believe we do.
All right, Jordan, whenever you're ready to top out, we're going to count it down.
Yeah, we're going to count everyone down. It looks like they're getting their last sets of warm-ups.
All right, you will have 1 hour. The qual is highest score or number of max outs, then highest score will seed you into a bracket.
Okay, so we'll just wait for Subia to top out. And I think Bidwell's playing with the level 0 AI in Tetris.
Hands-free, yeah.
Hands-free.
All right. Ninja, do you want to count us down?
Yeah, so let's get ready for the first qual session, starting in... Oh, the commentators. Okay. Yeah, I am not Danny, by the way.
I'm still Vince, yeah, but...
I could be Danny if the chat wants me to.
All right.
Okay.
Count us down, Ninja.
Let's count down. Qual session 1 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And they're off. And with this qual session, we count the max outs. If you don't get the max out, we get your highest non-max out, and that's going to determine the seeding here.
Oh, yeah, they got to get...
Let me start the stream on the others. On the top, we have Chris Bidwell, one of our Lifetime Achievement Award winners, going through some kind of situation already, but I'm pretty sure a legend like him can get out of this. We got Jordan on the top right, who is a roller. ID Kirby, who also is a roller, and Subia, who is a roller. So one of these things don't belong. In your case, who would it be, Vince?
Chris Bidwell?
We got one DAS player with 3 rollers. WD Subia used to be a tapper, turned roller. Same thing with Kirby. Kirby was also a table tapper. But with the power rolling, they switched to rolling, knowing that that would be the best way to get maximum score potentials.
So yeah, we're kind of losing table tappers every day, huh?
Yeah.
Only a couple left.
I know one of them happens to be here.
And who's that? Is that what does that player go by?
Who the
last table tapper?
The last table tapper? Oh, I think he goes by a ninja. But oh no, hold on. It looks like Kirby's having some issue. Oh, did not get the 5 taps there. I mean, Subia, are you going to report that score? Probably. Yeah, I think he wants to report that score.
Yeah, we'll have a new leader. Let's go, Chris Bidwell.
There we go, yep. Already stacking quite high there for Subia, but is able to roll out of that situation.
Now remember, if you want your score to be taken, you have to raise your hand.
In 10 minutes, we're going to be starting our Tekken Tag tournament, so it's getting close to your last chance to sign up. It's free to enter, so head on down to the Retro World Series tournament desk, get signed up for Tekken Tag tournament. We're starting at noon.
Yeah, so once you want to report a score, please raise your hand and wait until we give you like a quick thumbs up that you're ready to go. Something's happening there. A little bit of a refresh for Kirby's screen. He is playing. Oh yeah, look at that, a 400K for Kirby, about to reach transition. And there's a nice Tetris, 461 for Kirby. One more Tetris into transition. And there's a long bar, there's a transition, 485 transition for Kirby. The other three are still about halfway towards transition, so we'll see how far they can go until transition goes. Ooh, look at this drought. Okay, Kirby manages to handle a 23-piece drought. Uh-oh. WDCB is having to deal with some kind of high up stack there, but is rolling, so can probably get out of there. Small Jordan's board, a little bit dependent, waiting for a long bar, but did not, so goes ahead and block it. Bidwell still playing halfway up the board. Needs a long bar. There's a long bar. Nice long bar for Bidwell. We're about 5 minutes into the qual already, and Kirby's just if I say the word, that might jinx him, but he's not hearing it because he has headphones, so he's pacing right now. 631,000 points for Kirby. Okay, Bidwell tops out at 231. Will you report that score, Bidwell? No, it does not want to report it. 661 for Kirby, and with that Tetris is at 691, 360. So on pace to max out here. Don't let that Tetris rate fool you, because I did have to refresh the browser. That is a really high Tetris rate there. Another Tetris for ID Kirby, 721. WD Subia dealing with a over 20 piece drought. How is he going to handle it? Hangs the J, does not get the 5 tap over, tops out. And in the bottom left, Kirby still playing game 1, 754. Waiting for a long bar, but blocks it. Oh no, hangs it. Oh, I don't think he's going to get anything over. Will you report that? 7, I guess I will put it 756. 756. 756. Okay, but Kirby with that high score already puts him in seed number 1. Jordan and Bidwell has yet to report a score. Okay, Jordan transitions at a 398. So he's gonna have to try to get score a lot of Tetrises to get that max out before kill screen. Otherwise, he will have to do kill screen play to get that max out. Yeah, we see some here in chat. Yes, Kirby is legit. One of the few players to get a rollover. A rollover in terms of Tetris is a 1.6 million PB score. Okay, Jordan now is at 439. Dealt with a drought. Now is having a column, trying to set up a column 2 Tetris. Will he get the long bar? No, blocks the well. Probably a smart choice. Gets the long bar, but just takes the burn and transfers the well. Bidwell's board is nice and clean. 131,000 points for Bidwell. Okay, there's a Tetris for WD Subia, 151,000. Ooh, we hear a lot of feedback, but it's not the classic Tetris scene because we know how to handle our audio, I think. Yes, we do. Let us know in chat if audio is okay on our end. It seems like we're fine. It looks like we're not clipping. Thank you for letting us know that we sound fine. Okay, Bidwell reports the score?
No, I'm getting a drink.
Oh. Okay, Bidwell gonna take a little bit of a hydration break. We are about 49 minutes, well, a little less than 50 minutes into the qualifiers here. Again, if you remember, if you're gonna report a score, please raise your hand, and so we could put your score up there. Okay, 675,000 points for Small Jordan. With a bit of a interesting board there. Gonna try to down stack this before 29 hits. He has about roughly 30 more lines left. Make that 20 more lines. We are in level 17 sorry, 27 colors now. Gets the 5 tap over.
All right, Game On Expo, this is your last chance to sign up for Tekken Tag Tournament. We're starting in a few minutes. The last chance to start.
Okay, nice touches there for Small Jordan. 733,000 points, has room for about 3 more Tetrises. Make that 2 more Tetrises now. 1 more Tetris, was dealing with a drought. Can get a long bar for a Tetris and then might have to do some kill screen play. We'll see how good Jordan's kill screen play is. If anyone sees his level to 29 speed, here we go. Get some burns there. Setting up for a dirty triple up there. Okay, nice down stacking. Oh no, hangs that L or J piece. And okay, level 30, still hanging in there. Oh no, it's a piece. Needs something for the right. Oh, does not get the long bar on the right. Decides to take in column 3 and gets a 799, 160. So with that score, that brings Jordan to the first seed. Down in the bottom, we're about over 100 lines in the 100 lines. So that means transition for the bottom two for Kirby and WD Subia will be approaching very soon. Okay, Kirby is waiting for a long bar, but just keeps this nice double well to try to keep accommodating pieces. But again, where is this long bar? It is not showing. This is the brutality of classic Tetris. You just never know when you're going to get that long bar. Has a bit of a hole in columns 2, 3, and 4. And still not getting a long bar. There it is, finally, but blocks the well. Transition is about less than 10 more lines. Okay, transition for WD Subia at a 450, about 450. Oh, Kirby's board. 3 more lines to transition. There's a burn, has 2 more burns. 1 more burn. I don't know if anything might be going there to the left. There you go, transitions to level 19. And, oh no, does not get the piece there. Probably not going to report that score. WD Subia is at 484 now in level 20. At level 29, the speeds will double for WD Subia. Will he get a long bar? He is experiencing a bit of a drought, a 13-piece drought, but gets the long bar after the 13-piece. Does not get the 5-tap over, but does get the next 5-tap for the long bar over. But his board is halfway up the board. That is not looking good for him. So tops out at 492.50. 492.50. Or no, 492.500. That is a higher score. Okay, that brings WD Subia in seed number 3. Okay, back in the top, we got Bidwell. Probably did do a little bit of a reset of the game. Is at 91,000 points. Small Jordan is at 22,000 points. Gets a 100% Tetris rate. Long bar and Tetris for Small Jordan. Has a bit of dependency in column 3, but opts to get the Tetris first. Okay, Bidwell setting up for a row 3 dirty Tetris, but it's not getting the long bar, so opts to go ahead and block the well and tries to reopen it. 1 more burn will do, make that 2 burns, but Bidwell's experiencing a 19-piece drought and counting. 22-piece drought. Game, where is this long bar? 26-piece drought. Oh, gets the long bar, hangs some pieces, not able to get that over. And at 133,000 points, and 7 pushdown points there. Okay, who is closer to transition? It looks like the other 3 is about in the roughly the same line count, so we might see some simul transitions between all 3 of them. While Bidwell goes ahead and starts off game number 1. Or sorry, not game number 1. Resets the game. Oh yeah, so the term dirty Tetris, if anyone's curious about that, it's when you are stacking, look at the, like for example, let's look at WD Subia's board. Nice stacking from left to right, not a lot of holes, and just gets that right well Tetris. Anything that's not a right well Tetris is either a center well Tetris, and anything Tetris is above holes is a dirty Tetris. So the opposite of clean Tetrises would be a dirty Tetris. Okay, Bidwell, like for example, is going for some dirty burns up there because he is halfway up the board. Not dirty Tetrises, but just dirty burns. Now has a long bar dependency on the right. Probably did not have enough dash charge to get that long bar over. Wanted to get the board a little bit lower just for that burn. And it takes another safety triple, but is bringing it down now. Jordan is about halfway towards transition, so he's at line 63. At line 130 is when you're going to see another speed change. Look at that. Rolls that long bar over and has about 90% Tetris rate. That is a very optimal stacking there. So we could possibly see a high 600K transition for Small Jordan, maybe even a 700, dare I say. Just as I dare say, Small Jordan there gets a Tetris. Dirty Burns is my Simpsons. Wow. Well, Burns is, of course, a character from The Simpsons. Smithers and Burns. Okay, we're about 42 minutes into this qual session, and no max outs just yet, but with the pace that Small Jordan is having, we might see it. Okay, about to reach the 100 line mark, so about 30 more lines into transition for Small Jordan. Okay, Bidwell looks like he's just gonna go ahead and reset that game. 121.90, still no reports. Okay, Small Jordan going for a, okay, could have set up for a dirty Tetris in the middle, but decides to just take the safety triple. Okay, so Kirby tops out at 521, so probably gonna go ahead and do another game. Okay, we got a 523,000 points for Jordan, but it does not have the ideal board until transition. This is hurting his pace just a little bit, but still has a nice 500K score, over 500K score for transition. We will might see that 600K soon. WD Subio's board, though, at 100 lines at about 400K 400K points and about to reach transition is not looking quite ideal for transition. So it's going to go ahead and start down stacking it. Small Jordan needs, oh no, misflips a piece. Oh no. Transition is about to happen in 4 more lines for Small Jordan. Can he get out of this before the transition? He has one more burn available. Needs the long bar over, gets it over. There's a transition. Down stacking this okay. Nice burns. Okay, it looks like he's about to get out of this situation. Gets a long bar, could have put it in column 9, but decides to go for a nice center well Tetris. Needs to get rid of that diving board, finally gets rid of it. And is probably gonna go ahead and set up for a column 7 Tetris. Oh, misses a spin. I'm not sure if anyone can confirm. Is that spin even doable in this version of Classic Tetris? Jordan is trying to set up. Oh, it's great. There's a transition for WCD Subia. Was not able to get the board ideal for transition. Is at 445,000 points. Is about to top out if he doesn't get any good pieces to burn out of this. Needs another long bar. Does not flip it over. 445,000 points. Not beating his prior kicker. 592,000 points for Jordan on the top right. 620,000 points. We are more than max out pace here. Yeah, that one I almost thought he was gonna top out there for Jordan, but showing the magic, not the magic, the power of rolling can get you out of any sticky situation. Bidwell dealing with a 22-piece drought, not looking ideal there for Bidwell, but is set up to try to burn this down, blocks that dependency down the middle. Oh, look at this, 35-piece drought for Bidwell, but gets out of it, or handles the drought, but now needs to continue down stacking to get his board situated for some Tetrises. 696,000 points for Jordan. Okay, nice Tetris there, 728. Almost there to beating his qual scores. 757,000 points with that Tetris. Is at level 25. We're so close to reaching kill screen. There's a long bar. There's a Tetris. 793,000 points for Small Jordan. Is going to beat his, soon to beat his qual score here. 825, finally beats his qual score. Still has room for a max out. Needs a long bar, but where is this long bar? There it is. There's a Tetris. 859,000 points for Small Jordan. We're about in level 27. 2 more levels until kill screen here. If he wants to get this max out before the kill screen, he needs to start getting some Tetris. Has room for some burns like that one, and there's a Tetris. 897,000 points. Takes a triple. Already in level 28. He has less than 10 more lines to transition. Has 1 more Tetris available. He is going to have to do some kill screen play to get this max out. There's a transition to kill screen. 978,000 points. Needs a few more burns to get that max out. Needs a long bar. Give him the long bar game. Come on. Where's the long bar? There it is, and there's a max out for Jordan. First max out of the game. And the fans go wild. We get our first max out, placing Jordan in the number 1 seed. Down in the bottom, we got a 511,000 points for Kirby, about 30 more lines into transition. Oh wait, there was a max out. We're supposed to ring this bell when that happens.
Anybody else that thought they signed up that I did not call? Anybody else?
Yes, that was some impressive downstacking there by Jordan, according to chat. So we do have some Jordan fans here on the chat.
Elimination tournament. That means if you lose against your first opponent, don't go anywhere. We're moving you to what's called the losers bracket.
Okay, Kirby is now at 541,000 points, dealing with a 16-piece drought, gets the long bar, but was not able to utilize it for a Tetris. But the next long bar, he was able to get that Tetris.
Rounds in the game, and then 2 out of 3 games.
Okay, we're about to reach transition for Kirby.
Arcade mode.
2 more, he could afford 2 more Tetrises until transition. We could get a nice 600K transition here, which means he will not need to work too hard to get a max out. There's a long bar, there's a Tetris, has room for 1 more. 613,000 points for ID Kirby.
Who your opponent's going to lead. I'm sorry, who your character's going to lead. And then
We have about 36 minutes left until this qual session. Transitions at 6:14. Did not go for the Tetris. This takes the burn. Get a nice healthy board toward transition, then having to get that Tetris is probably the best play here.
when I call your matchup,
Kirby now dealing with some kind of drought, 16-piece drought until a Tetris. 663,000 points. Kirby is on pace again, but again, waiting for this long bar. We got another drought. Once a drought happens, another drought comes into play. 21-piece drought. Where is this long bar? Game, come on, give them the long bar. Dealing with a 26-piece drought, 27-piece drought, 28, 29, 30, 31-piece droughts. Get the Tetris, 702,000 points at level 21. Wow. Okay, Small Jordan decides to go starts another game, but he's doing a level 19 starts. Has the potential to get a max out faster with 35 minutes left in the clock. It's the will of who's going to get the most max outs in this first qual session. We still got 3 more other qual sessions here. If anyone is interested in playing some Tetris, feel free to let us organizers know so then you can play. Uh-oh. Is someone reporting some score there off stream? Oh.
Stockatron and Sean 25. Y'all are at station 22. Station 22.
Okay, down in Kirby has a 798,000 points. Okay, could get an early max out here before the kill screen, but is having to deal with another drought, but gets a long bar, down stacking this perfectly. Nice double there, opens up the well when the long bar shows. Has another long bar, that's the story of my life. You block the well, you get the long bar. That's how brutal RNG is for this game.
Y'all are at station 24.
Kirby is at 812,000 points into level 25. There's a long bar, there's a Tetris, 844. We are gonna get a possibly an early max out here for Kirby.
25. Station 25.
Oh no, mistucks that T. Has to adjust to that speed.
Main screen.
Okay, nice burn to the double there. Has the well open now for a long bar. And there it is, dealing with a 17-piece round into a transition. 887,000 points. We are probably going to get an early max out before kill screen here, which will be a very impressive max out, not having to play kill screen there. There's another long bar. There's a transition. 954,000 points for ID Kirby.
All right, everybody else, we are
About two Tetrises will do it. One more Tetris guaranteed to get this before the kill screen. Will he get the long bar? Or is he just going to burn this into the kill screen? Could have set up there for that T. Okay, it's set up now. Give him the long bar. There's a long bar. There's a Tetris. Woo, we get maxed out again. And Kirby. And let's give him that max out. So with that, Kirby is still seated number 2 because Jordan does have the higher kicker, by the way.
Connor, when you get a chance, can you check station 24? I believe it's frozen.
Yeah, so if anyone is curious or wants to play, we are doing some sign-ups. So feel free to see any of us Tetris staff players here, and we will be able to help you out play some Tetris. There will be a silver bracket, so we will have over 20. We have the potential to have over 24 players play in this tournament. So feel free to reach out to any one of the Tetris people here. If you want to just practice and warm up before qualifying, feel free to do so because it is Tetris. No rules needed. Just play Tetris, take the burns, and get those long bars to get a Tetris, of course. Okay, WD Subia dealing with some kind of mess there. Okay, Jordan doing the level 19 starts, did get a lower transition until level 20. Probably gonna have to do some more. Gonna have to do some more Tetrises to get that max out before kill screen. And if anyone is curious about what a kill screen is, the speed that you're seeing Jordan play will double once he reaches level 29. And when that happens, the speed is going to go really fast. Back then, it was dubbed the kill screen because no one could play in that speed. But with the magic of rolling, as you can see, 3 of the 4 players here play. It just shows you how well they can, move through that speed. It's so good that we actually had to patch this game to give them another kill screen, and it looks like their Jordan tops out at 603. Bidwell is actually doing really good now. 341,000 points. Is about 100 lines, about to reach transition here. So let's keep an eye out on Bidwell, one of our Lifetime Achievement Award player. Also does the Dr. Mario tournament. So if anyone here likes Dr. Mario, there will be Dr. Mario on Sunday. Once I set it up, I could just start the stream, but I'll probably do it in the second one then. Okay, Jordan now did top out, so he is doing another level 19 start. Bidwell, wow, look at this, 415,000 points. This goes to show you that Tetris is really great for all ages. Anyone could max out. Anyone could get a high score. Anyone could also report a high score. Okay, Bidwell is about to reach transition very soon. Has about 5 more lines left until transition. Needs to kind of bring this board down, especially that left side, because level 19 is hard to deal with those maneuverability, especially with the playstyle that Bidwell is playing. Transitions, needs a piece over, hangs the long bar. It looks like he will go ahead and report that score. That is 446, 547. And that puts Bidwell in the bracket at 4th seed right now. And on the bottom right now, WD Subia is over 100 lines now. Going to be reaching transition very soon. 20 lines, about 17 more lines left. Okay, more level 19 starts there for Jordan. Okay, WD Subiya is at 383,000 points. Now with that Tetris is at 401. He has room for one more Tetris. Oh, hangs a T. Not the kind of board you want until transition. Oh, 2 more lines into transition. Now dealing with the 14-piece droughts. Does not get the 5-tap. This is not looking good. Can he get another long bar at least to bring down the board before transition? Come on, game. There it is. Gets the long bar over, but the board is very high up. I don't know if he's going to get any long bar over. Could have gone a little bit flat there, but not getting it. And is at 410. So still not beating his prior kicker. Okay, we have about less than 28 minutes left into this qual session. There are some players here that we are going to be probably reporting, so we can add their scores into there. I didn't get his name. That guy right there. Danny has a score. Yeah. So I could type his name up. And then he's playing as well. AK Grandmaster. Okay, so we got some top outs there, but let's now look at the bottom right again. Kirby tried to go for max out number 2. He's at 610,000 points at level 22. Again, he can have a max out here. Might turn up the aggression just a smidge, but is on max out pace. Gets the long bar over, not for a Tetris, but for some burns. There's a long bar, there's a Tetris. He nods in approval for that, loving that long bar, getting that Tetris there. And look at that board, nice and clean, ready, Tetris ready, waiting for a long bar. There it is. Places that J piece over and set up for another Tetris, and there it is. 702,000 points for ID Kirby. Setting up a nice delay burn there. Oh, Bidwell tops out at 288, not beating his prior kicker there. Okay, Kirby now is set up for another long Tetris and gets it. At level 25 at 766,000 points. He is on pace. There's another long bar, there's a Tetris. 797,000 points for Kirby. So, oh, double flips a long bar, but it's still salvageable. Can get this board situated. Look at that. With those pieces, he was able to clear up his board, avoiding those hangs. And it's set up for another Tetris. Look at this. 862,000 points at level 26. We might see a level 27 max out, possibly. If he just goes nothing but Tetrises, we might see it. We might see an early max out also, again. Okay. Oh, but Kirby now is dealing with a bit of a drought. 20-piece drought. We might have to see some kill screen play here. 25-piece drought. 27-piece drought. Oh my god, the drought counter is just going. Another 31-piece drought there for Kirby. I believe Bidwell also had to face with that kind of big drought as well. Same thing with Small Jordan. But all of them handles it okay. 777 points for Kirby. Needs about one more Tetrises into a max out right before kill screen. There we go. Max out for Kirby. 2 max outs for Kirby. That will place him in the first seed now, surpassing Jordan. But Jordan is going to try to get a max out of his own. He is at 56,000. Sorry, 56,000. 56 lines into 260,000 points. WD Subiya is at 332,000 points at 90 lines. WD Subiya will be probably transitioning sooner
Eric Noble versus Go Kinto. Eric Noble versus Go Kinto on the main screen.
Okay, there's a long bar and there's a Tetris.
Barrett, can you tell me the name of that guy because Danny got a score report and I want to put it on the bracket.
Yellow shirt?
Yeah, but Danny has a picture.
Okay, WD Subia gets a Tetris, 408,000 points at 112 lines. We are probably going to see a nice high 500K transition, maybe a 600K. My Tetris math is not quite there yet.
Villain on station 25.
Mr. Dance Crazy. Mr. Dance Crazy. Dance Crazy.
And again, Megastar and Omar Villain to station 25. Connor, station 22 open.
Okay, WD Subia has room for 2 more Tetrises until transition. We are possibly going to see a high we're going to see a high 400K transition here. There's a long bar, there's a Tetris, 465,000 point transition for WD Subia. Gonna have to step to aggression just a bit to get these Tetrises before getting a max out before kill screen. Kill screen again being level 9.
For station 22.
Okay, 502,000 points for
versus Sasuke. Station 22. Attack Omega versus
for WD Subia, dealing with some nice double well setup, dealing with some of those burns there.
On station 24, Pierce Nightmare versus Shark King on station 24.
Okay, WD Subia is having to deal with some down stacking here because his board is more than halfway up the board. And this is actually hurting his pace a little bit, so he's probably going to need gets a long bar over, nice long bar to get that piece over. But needs something there, not that J or L. It's hard to know those letters when you're at this speed, this quick. And looks like he's about to top out. No, tops out at 422. Hold on, WD Subia, we're going to report that score. 422, 179. WD Subia, 422, 179. Oh, sorry, 522. Thank you. Wow, it's like a multitask.
All right, we'll,
Oh, okay. We got a level 21 there for Jordan. 646,000 points. Nice VITs there. A VIT stands for a vertical eye tuck. As in, I saw that vertical eye tuck.
all right, on station 21.
Okay, we're about less than 20 minutes left into transition to the quals. So be ready because we're about to start. This qual session is about to end soon. Again, if anyone wants to play Tetris or compete in this tournament, feel free to let us know and we could sign you up.
I believe it's what, $10 or 20?
It's $20 to sign up for this tournament.
And I told Mr. Dance Fraser and Ditch Shadows when I were for school that we'll just get their payment at the end of the call session. We won't try to do it right now.
Okay, 821,000 points for Jordan with that Tetris earlier. Is also on pace to get a max out before transition. Will he get the long bar? Waiting for it. There it is. Has an O-tuck set up, but you see, the moment you don't have that O-tuck set up, the O piece comes. That is a game of Tetris there for you. It's like the game knows. The game knows when those long bars are, or that piece that you want is going to show up or not. Nice T-spin there for Jordan. Jordan now is set up for another long bar, set up for another Tetris. There it is. There's a long bar. There's a Tetris. Ooh, look at that. Set up for another. Can we get a very early max out? A level 27 max out per se. Of course we would if the long bar shows. But where is it? Game, give him a long bar. 14-piece drought. There's a long bar. 970,000 points. Just needs one more long bar for a Tetris. There it is. Max out for Jordan. Woo! So max out number 2 for Jordan. It looks like Jordan and Kirby here are competing for max out. So that brings Jordan back to the number 1 seed. Okay, but Kirby has transitioned to about over 500K. So he couldn't beat his kicker or can get another max out. Which one would you want? I'm pretty sure he wants to get this max out. There's a long bar. There's a Tetris. And it's set up for another row 1 dirty Tetris. There it is. There's a long bar. There's a Tetris, but hangs a piece. Needs a long bar on the left. Will the long bar show? The question is, we don't know because this is a Tetris for you.
Oh,
I'm getting another
if you want, I have some chargers there you can plug.
Oh,
A lot.
Okay, 701,000 points at level 22 for Kirby. Is really, really pacing. Has about a 70% Tetris rate there. If you want to be cheeky, it's okay, exactly 70% Tetris rate. I was going to say 69.
And the 6th party. Let's have you at station 25.
Oh, and if Dit Shadows can hear this, Kingsman says he misses you on chat. Okay, so Kirby now is at 767,000 points, has an LJ dependency, fills it in with an LRJ. I really can't tell at this speed and this color. I can only tell it in level 19, level 18 speeds.
You know what I should do? I should probably just get another mic.
Okay. Ooh, how's this mic? Let me know if I need to boost it up a little bit.
Dit Shadows is telling Kingsman to come join us.
Yeah, so Dit Shadow says, Kingsman, get over here. Take a flight. It's only an hour if you're in California, but for you it might be longer than an hour. But speaking of how long is it going to be until Kirby gets a max out? Not very long because he's at 956,000 points at 204 lines. A few more Tetrises will do it. Actually, one more Tetris will do it. We might actually see another early max out here right before 27 is about to start. Just give him a long bar game. Where is it? Take some burns, and there's another max out. Max out number 3 for Kirby. Puts himself back in the number 1 seed. And let's go ahead and update that bracket for you guys, or the qualifier seeds. Oh my God, where's the mouse cursor?
All right, Megastar and Solo to station 22.
Okay, we have about 15 minutes left into this, to the end of this qual.
Are those everyone falling right now? Or are we missing anyone?
I mean, it's a lot. I have one left to create because maybe they'll submit another one. And they'll just see at the end of the hour.
Yeah, if you do have a good score, anyone who's playing off stream, please raise your hand very high, do some crazy dance so Danny can see you, and then she'll report that score. But Ninja here is also reporting scores based on the 4 players here that we see on the screen. Yeah, so Kingsman, Tetris Ranger said he'll go with you right now. If you guys fly right now, here, in Arizona.
Guys, we're not supposed to tell them about the private jet that we secretly have.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
The
Vince.
government will audit us
yeah,
if we reveal the jet.
Oh yeah, I don't want to get fired by Vince. Okay, so Bidwell goes ahead and restarts another game. Oh, look at that board for Jordan. Can he get out of it? If he does get out of it, this should be a TikTok moment. Look at that, getting the 4 taps over for that long bar. I think he's actually gonna get out of this. Just give him some good pieces. Give him a long bar. Oh no. Okay, that would have been a good moment to burn out of, but tops out at 273. So WD Subia now
is at 280 points with that Tetris, more than halfway towards transition. And there's a long bar for Kirby and a Tetris. So very early on, I mean, the closest one that will be probably transitioning soon would be WD Subia. Okay, there's a long bar for WD Subia. Is at 88 lines, 309,000 points. Has a double well set up. Because of that double well setup, he was not able to utilize a long bar for a Tetris. But look at that. Because of that double well setup, he was able to accommodate that O for a safety double into a Tetris. 334,000 points for WD Subia. Right about to reach the 100 line mark. And the Tetris community, we like to call that the Joey Parker turn. Who is Joey Parker? I don't know, but he is known for that 100 line mark. Okay, we got some down stacking for Bidwell's side. Very early on. I'm pretty sure he could get out of it. Look at that. While Kirby's board on the very left is very clean. A little bit dependent, but can take some of these stacks to get out of it, of course. Here and there. Nice S-spin there. Okay, we have about 12 more minutes left into this qual session. So 12 more minutes. According to some good plays, that might be about 3 or 4 good plays of Tetris. Okay. Oh, Kirby was dealing with a bit of a drought. Now his board is up high. WD Subia is about to transition very soon. Okay, never mind. Transitions at 465. He needs to get over 522,000 points to beat his prior kicker. So he could be higher in the seed here. There are going to be other qual sessions. He could even try to get a max out to secure his 3rd seed. We'll see. Because right now we're about to reach the 11-minute mark of this qual session. In the background of WD Subia, by the way, your eyes do not deceive you. That is Tekken 3 playing in the background. We have some retro games happening here in the background. A lot of retro games, to be exact. Right here on the GameOn Expo in Phoenix, Arizona, where it's desertly hot, but right now it's nice and cool here.
Is Marquis still here? Okay, all right.
Okay, it's 483,000 points for WD Subia. Oh, but has some hangs of that pieces. Not really able to utilize those 5 taps. Okay, 491,000 points for WD Subia at level 21. Is about to... He's very close to beating his kicker, his high score. And of course, I'm pretty sure he will report this once he does. But he needs to get something there for the middle. Nice burn. Setting up for a Dusty Tetris. Not taking any more safety burns. Actually took a safety burn. Gets a Tetris. 422. Beats his prior kicker. Now everything here will just be a miracle. Will be, not a miracle, but a higher kicker basically. The question is, how far can he go until kill screen? Or will we actually see some kill screen here play for WD Subia? Because he is rolling, by the way. The rolling playstyle gets you out of a lot of trouble. Sets up for a center well Tetris. Nice burn into a Tetris and transfers the well back to the right. 567,000 points for WD Subia. Oh, hangs a little bit of a long bar there. Okay, bringing the board down so that he could get that 5 tap over for the next piece that he'll need, which is, of course, a long bar. Hangs an O, though, in consequence for that, so goes ahead and takes some safety triples. 580,000 points. Oh, look at this. ID Kirby at level 21 is at 659,000 points. So he's just continued to pace. He's probably going to get another max out here. Okay, WD Subia goes ahead and takes some more burns. Not getting any Tetrises with all this down stacking, which is hurting his pace a little bit. He is going to need to get some Tetrises if he wants to get some max out. He is going to actually have to do kill screen play in order to play. I mean, sorry, to get a max out. Okay, Kirby was dealing with a bit of a drought there. Okay, but there's a long bar. There's a Tetris, 703,000 points for WD Subia. And on the top, it looks like Jordan's about to transition very soon. Bidwell is on the 100-line mark as well, about to transition just as well. It looks like the top two are about to transition while we're about to reach kill screen in the very bottom here. 640,000 points for WD Subia. With that, Tetris brings it at 674. ID Kirby is 738,000 points at level 24, getting a better score. It is not competition. They're just qualing right now. But now has a bit of a double flip there of the piece, hangs the piece. Look at this nice Tetris there for WD Subia, 712,000 points. He has room for one more Tetris. Let's see some kill screen play here from WD Subia. One more burn. And oh no, he's actually committing for this Tetris. There it is, 884. Let's see, look at this kill screen play. Nice down stacking. How far can he go? Oh, overshifts to O. And looks like he's gonna top out at 787,891. So that still brings him on the third seed, but it is gonna be higher for Ditch Shadow, Bidwell, AK Grandmaster, and Mr. Dance Crazer to try to catch up to WD Subia because of that higher kicker score. We have about 7 minutes left. Over 7 minutes left until the end of this qual session. That would be probably one really good game or multiple early top outs and resets. It depends on how you play, of course. But how are we playing up there in the top? 555,000 points for Jordan. All those fives, commentated by the Ninja of Ninja 5 here. Okay, Bidwell is already transitioned too, so he's committing for some kind of center wall action here. Does not have the dash piece to get that piece all the way over, but has some of those boards. Needs to kind of bring this down. Oh, that left side might be GG's, but takes a nice flat burn. No, he's actually getting out of this. Can get out of this. Just needs specific pieces. 329, not beating his prior kicker score, so he is not gonna report that. You know, could someone tell me to know this in the classic Tetris community? Has anyone ever reported a lower kicker score after they got a high kicker score? I don't think that's ever going to happen. Someone could try to do it for the memes, but I don't know. But what I do see is a higher kicker score there for ID Kirby. 935, 360. Yeah, so now ID Kirby has a higher kicker. Oh, Jordan tops out at 604. Not beating his kicker there. So ID Kirby is someone to reckon with here at this tournament. Might be the strong favorite here with 3 max outs and a 935,000 point kicker. Okay, we got less than 6 minutes left into this qual session.
Can I get Hank versus Danny Moreno on station 21? Is Danny Moreno still here? All right, station 21 versus Pink.
Okay, Jordan has a little bit of an O spire and continues to build on this O spire. That's amazing, by the way. But flattens it out because you don't want a spiring board. You want a flat board. That's the best way to deal with this game called Classic Tetris. And if anyone here in the convention wants to play some Tetris, we have some stations here. And if you say, hey, maybe I'm good to compete, let us know, and we'll report your qual so you could be up here on the screen. See your name up, see how you rank, and the people here at the Phoenix, Arizona. We got some people that are local here, and we got some people traveling. For example, Kirby is not from Phoenix. Bidwell's not from Phoenix. I'm not from Phoenix, but we're just here to enjoy the Game On Expo here at Phoenix, Arizona. Perfect weather, by the way, in the month of April. Not scorching hot, like Arizona is known for. Oh, look at that 5 tap over. And look at those nice placements of those pieces for Kirby. Is he gonna, okay, he's gonna do it. He gets a nice dirty Tetris up there. A little bit scary, but you know, the magic of rolling, you can get out of those situations.
On station 23, can I get the sixth Carney versus Attack Omega on station 23?
Okay, so what else is happening here? Tetris is happening here. they're all in level 18 speed. So after all the craziness of level 19 and level 29 speeds, it's nice to go back and chill here at the level 18 speed.
Versus Eric Noble.
Okay, Small Jordan dealing with some double flips there. Sometimes you gotta wonder if fatigue is kicking in. We have about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left into this qual session. You have one good game to go through if you are still playing your game, or you restarted the game. And make that about 3 minutes now. 3 minutes left until this qual session. Okay, Small Jordan goes for the dependency, not bringing the board down, but does not get the Z all the way to the right. That was like a mistap there. Okay, WD Subia is not in the ideal board state right now, so gonna have to do some down stacking. Hangs the S, hangs the T, decides to reset, decides, hey, you know what, this score might not be good, so let me just reset because we have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left into this qual. Okay, 399,000 points for Kirby with those burns, or that burns. Will make it at 405. Gets a Tetris. Has a spin setup. Oh, there was the perfect setup for that L, but did not show up on time. Came a piece too late. So now it's setting up for a Dusty Tetris. So now we're in the 2 minute mark. 2 minute mark. Oh, Small Jordan hangs that piece over and could still get the long bar over. Look at that. Gets the long bar over with the magic of rolling, with the power of rolling. Nice sets up and tucks there. Okay, Small Jordan is waiting for a long bar for that middle. But again, where is the long bar? He is experiencing a drought. 19-piece drought, 21-piece drought, 23. There was just another drought there for Jordan, not able to get a long bar. Okay, we got 90 seconds left. 90 seconds left until the end of this qual session. So far, Kirby has 3 max out and a 900 kicker. Jordan has 2 max out and about an 800 kicker. WD Subia has a 787,000 point kicker. Ditch Shadow 522, Bidwell 446, AK Grandmaster 434, and Mr. Dance Crazer 408. Now we are reaching the 1 minute mark. If anyone wants to restart their game, you need to restart it now. If you do not like your game, restart it now, because once this minute is over, you are not able to play a new game. You can still play off your game if you want to, but this is it. We are down to the last minute of this qual session. Looks like Jordan goes and does a level 19 starts. I'd be interested to see how many people would actually start at level 9 at the last minute. But what is also happening right now, okay, Bidwell goes in and resets. This will probably be his last game because he was dealing with a 20-piece drought. We got 26 seconds left on the clock. Okay, it looks like ID Kirby has transitioned already and is at 618,000 points. So everybody, we got 10 seconds left into this qual. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, Bidwell gets it down to the wire. So this is your last game. You are not to start any new games. Whatever your game is, this is it. If you want to improve your score, this is your final chance. If you want to get another max out, feel free and be my guest. And we got our CTWC boss back.
Hey Ninja, how you doing?
I am doing fine. That was some great action I'm seeing here in the first qual session. And there's like 2 more qual sessions left after this.
That's right. So if you want to be in the next qual session, please come up to the stage area here, and we'll get you signed up and ready to go right after this qual session.
Yeah, and it looks like Kirby is at 762,000 points. Oh, look at this. It looks like Kirby might be able to get this last max out. Jordan tops out at 213, so is unable to go ahead and play that score. WD Subia is at 324. Are we going to see Chris Kane here soon?
Later today.
And after this qual session, stay tuned because we will have the great Chris Tang here commentating. We got 867,000 points for Kirby. And gets a dirty burn up there. Needs to open up the well so he can start scoring some Tetrises. 906,000 points for Kirby at level 26. Trying to open up the well, opens it up. There's a long bar, there's a Tetris. 942,000 points for ID Kirby. A few more Tetrises will do it for a max out. 2 more Tetrises to be exact. He's set up. Will the game give him a long bar because he is going through a drought? 19, 20, 21 piece drought, 23 piece drought. Where is this long bar? Give him a long bar game. There's a long bar after a 29 piece drought. 991 needs a few more burns into this kill screen. Setting up for a Tetris. Could have taken a few burns. There's a burn. There's a long bar. There's a Tetris. And max out number 4 for Kirby, placing himself as a strong number 1 seed. GG's players. And with that 4 max, look at this. You get to see some level 29 speed there from Kirby. He's doing what they call a mullining. A 1.1 million and continues to go. He's still going. He's setting up for another Tetris. Where's this long bar? There it is. Can we get a 1.2? Can we get a 1.2? The answer is, come on, give him a long bar. At least one long bar. No long bar. A 1.18. GG's to ID Kirby, having 4 max outs and a 900K kicker. So that completes the first qual session.
Oh, we reset it? Oh, no. How does that work? Can you play one more game off the same?
I approve if we want to get in one more.
Yeah, one more game.
And then DIT Shadows had to drop out. He can't come back. So.
Okay.
GG's to WD Subia. So we're going to go ahead and get ready for the next qual session. This is not the final bracket. This is a potential bracket, by the way.
right, can I get Massacre and Daddy Moreno to Station 21? Massacre and Daddy Moreno to Station 21.
Ninja. Where's the timer?
So, uncheck that, unhide it, and then the moment you click it, it's going to reset.
Thank you. We'll count.
All right, on Station 22, 3. Station 23 was the Prince of Madness versus Attack Omega. Station 23, Prince of Madness, Attack Omega. All right, let's have our first winner semifinal match on the main screen. Sasuke versus Sean 25.
All right, qualifying Tetris players, are we ready for our next qual group? Give about another minute for warm-up. All right. Hey, Barrett, can I get a little more volume? Can I get a little more volume? Yeah, because I can't hear when I'm on stage, so I don't know how quiet it is elsewhere. I mean, I hear everybody else. I don't hear my sound. Okay. But we need to be as, okay, but we should be as loud as those people.
I agree. We need to be louder. Even from the audience, we are nowhere near as loud.
Maybe. All right. Ooh, yeah, there we go. That's much better. All right, players, are we ready to qual? We probably have our coolest force. I like Vince's, or all right.
So, what are we doing? Is it 1 hour qualifier?
Yep. This round is just about to
Are
start.
you playing right now? Or are you in the next group?
I don't know. I'm not figuring it out.
Well, you'll get to be in the next group then, because we're about to start.
Okay.
About an hour.
You're welcome to take this seat. I gotta use the bathroom.
All right, players, let's count them down. Scout? Scout? Scout's in his zone. Scout can't hear me. All right, Game Scout, let's go.
All right, can I get Pierce Nightmare versus Eric Noble on station 22? Pierce Nightmare, Eric Noble, station 22.
Scout. Top out, Scout, we're starting. All right, players, group 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This is possibly the coolest foursome you'll ever see on a Tetris stage, minus Vince Clemente. You got to bring them down here somehow.
Attention Game On Expo attendees. In 1 hour, we're going to have our Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 tournament. If you want to get signed up, head on to the Virtual World Series tournament desk.
What?
This is your opportunity to win a autographed Tony Hawk skateboard. So head on down to the tournament, Virtual World Series tournament desk, get signed up. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
So Steve in the bottom right not only has the guitar, but also the flannel. He's cosplaying to 11, but he's not cosplaying, he is a rock star. As I get the rear end shake right in my face. Vince up top, 69,000 so far. Scout, 22,000 just starting. Jaws, 25,000 just starting. Tetris for Steve. Flashes all around. Steve with the modified Vits. Little extra room there. Should have shared with you already. Total radness on stage, total chaos at the Phoenix Convention Center, Game On Expo. We got Tony Hawk signing autographs. We got the cooler skater up on our Tetris stage, for my money's worth.
All right, let's have our second winner semifinal match on the main screen. Tony Pizza versus Omar Villain. All right, Solo versus Danny Moreno on station 21. Solo versus Danny Moreno, station 21.
Vince with the 321 top out. You taking that, Vince? Guess not. All right, we got Jaws in the transition. 272, a bit low, but surviving is the important part of the game here. Looks like a good run from Game Scott here. He's currently at 415. Clean board, mix of Tetris. Transition coming up in 26 lines.
All right, and I got Pierce Nightmare versus Attack Omega on station 22.
Scout's going to top out with a 478. Did you want to record that, Scout? Guess not. We are 10 minutes in, no recorded scores on stage yet, but the points will be flowing soon. Also, if you are watching at home, we do have a matcherino for today's tournament. Key in the chat !matcherino for a link. Unsure of the coupon code situation, but if those are available, with a couple of clicks, you can donate to the prize pool without emptying your own wallet. $48 codes left. Click those codes. Much appreciated. Nice T-spin, Jaws. Yeah, Jaws feeling it now. 419. This is his best game of the day so far.
All right, Omarville moves on to our winners finals.
Tremendous burns from Jaws. Halfway up the board. Oh, can't get it over, but scores the Tetris. And he's going to, with transition coming up, smartly be conservative and burn us back down. Got a 449 going. You don't want to ruin this game.
Okay, on the main screen, let's have Tony Pizza versus Solo.
All right, couple lines left here for Jaws. Transition 474. Building up one off the bottom. He's going to play it safe here with the change in speed. Keeping board under control, building up on the left. Scout at the top of a 403. Did you want to record that, Scout? No? Got it. Vince working on a 324 here at 62 lines. Tetris for Jaws, 526. Getting that crucial level 19 speed Tetris. He's feeling it now. Kind of get your feet wet with that 19 speed the first time you cross over. Jaws get a little inspired there in the middle.
I got a 893.88.
Jaws, or Ninja will take those. Ooh, Jaws hangs a piece. He's at 564. This might be difficult. Gonna hang the long bar in the middle. Can he squeeze out some more points here? That'll do it, but good run for Jaws. 564, 900. I'll record that. Yes, sir. Meanwhile, Vince with a 438 at 117 lines, working 3 rows off the bottom.
All right, can I get Sean 25 and Pierce Nightmare to station 21?
Jaws is good to go. I got you recorded. Vince transitions with a 450, but wisely kept his stack low with the transition coming up. So now he's going to start building Tetrises again.
I'll be done with my call, so if you need me to do it. I just want to get these scored.
You got your one and done. You're good. Jaws, chat's asking what your PB is. I think I heard 890. $462, Vince. 890 PB for Jaws, if you're asking. What was it, Baird? 462?
462, 671.
Thank you.
I don't have my phone to take pictures. So. We're not being able to move your, take your phone.
Just fine. Just leave it.
This thing. I don't want to travel too far away.
No. All right, we got Scout now with 310 at 100 lines. Scout getting into town late last night. Getting his cleanup nicely just before transition. Well done, Scout. Well, give him another piece. There we go. Barely gets the triple there. Knocks down the Tetris. 5 lines to go before transition. Transition to 372, but right into the Tetrises for Scout. Tetris for Scout, 450. Looking good here. Safety triple. Yeah, Scout's feeling it post-transition. This is really good, but now the drought, 14 pieces, saving it well. Gets the line, can't score with it. It's getting out of control. Give him the line, he got it. All right, 525, now in cleanup mode. Gets a triple. 532, level 24. Looking to set up one last scoring barrage before level 29. Scout's at 550. 40 plus lines to go. It's starting to fall apart again. All that work got to the bottom and then this happens. Oh, and that's probably gonna do it. A couple more lines, baby. Good stuff. 554, 841. Pushes Scout into 6th place into the gold bracket. But leaderboard on stage currently, Jaws with his 564.
Let's have our winners, or our loser semifinals on the main screen. Tony Pizza versus Pierce Nightmare.
All right, we got 35 minutes remaining in this qual pool. We'll get a score here for Steve eventually. But everybody's kind of bunched up in the middle here, currently on stage around that 6th to 8th seed. All right, we got Scout with a good one here. 360,000 at about 100 lines. Getting a little uncomfortable in those columns 4 and 5. Gets the line over, gets some relief. Oh, undershifts the Z. Kind of describes my sleep schedule this week. Nice triple for a, if you're gonna down stack with the nice triples. 421 at 120 lines. Uncovers as well, knocks down the line, gets a single line out of it. But with transition coming up, board health is crucial. And Scout's gonna get that down even further. Waiting for the S. Another triple for Scout. Transition 435, similar to his previous game. But he's gonna get this burned all the way down to the bottom. Well done, Scout. Now build up that stack and get scoring again. Meanwhile, Vince Comente's got a 313. Fortunate line burst for Scout, knocking the Tetris down, 467. A lot of line pieces for Scout this game. I mean, very generous seed, and you want to kind of take advantage of that. Nice T-spin, Scout. A little fancy move there. Scout trying, he's a Mino short of being in scoring position. Just can't quite get to it. Finally, now let's hope the drought doesn't appear now. Sun off the board a bit, gets the Tetris, 520. Scout back to the bottom again. Passes his PB for the day, now at 563, all the points of gravy. Vince is at 100 lines at 444,000, but one Mino short of a Tetris. Tetris for Scout, 607, moving up that board. 30 lines to go. The lines are just flowing for Scout's game this time. Knocks down another Tetris, 644. Let's see if he gets cheeky here. He does. Column 2 setup. Knocks out another Tetris, 680 for Scout. 15 lines to go. Meanwhile, Vince with a 523 before transition. Heck of a score. Scout looking to finish strong. 1 Mino short, scoring position. Keeping that column 4 well, knocks down a Tetris. 6 lines to go for Scout, 722. Give him the line, game. There's one. One runway for one more line. All right, it's set up. Will he get the line? Will he get the line? Give him the line, Gabe. Boom! Tetris to Scout, 794. Meanwhile, Vince Clemente with a 579 post transition hangs the L as soon as I talk about his game. And that's going to do it for Vince, but that does move up a little bit there. 502. 502, 332. Oh, 582. My eyes are going. I got to squint a little bit. 8s and 0s can be tough with NES font. We are under 30 minutes to go. We'll watch some Steve here, shredding on that shredder, knocking down his triple. Building up a square tower. Yeah, Scout's feeling it. He's following up his.
Losers finals. Up next for winners finals. Let's have Sasuke versus Omar Villains. It's gonna be 3 out of 5.
Scout absolutely feeling it here. I'm going to take down that score for Steve there, 137,950.
Attention Game On attendees, in just under 30 minutes, we're going to have our Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 tournament. It's free to enter. This is your opportunity to try to win a signed Tony Hawk skateboard. If you want to get signed up, head on down to the Retro World Series tournament desk. It is free to enter. We've got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 starting at 2 o'clock.
And holy James Chen Tetris rate for Scout right now. It was well over 80% for a moment. But back down to earth at 76. Still pretty good at 68 lines. Knocks down another. All right, off comes the shirt for Steve. Here we go. Give it a little swirl around your head. I'm sure Jaws will appreciate that. .405 for Scott at 106 lines. Another good. Scott's feeling in the groove now. Yeah. I got you.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, Scout. A little nervous, pre-transition, gets it open. And knocks a Tetris into transition. 505 and a low board. Easy to clean. I got Jaws with a good one here. He's about to transition with a 376. Scout Sports falling apart, 539. We're about 20 minutes left, 21:33 to be precise. Scott's gonna top out at 539. Oh. Got a race up top, 273 for Vince Clemente, 299 for Game Scout. It's that little body English Scout had to throw that piece over to the left. Whatever it takes. Nicely done, Scout, getting out of danger up there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the Game On Expo. This is your director of also Angel Rodriguez. I just want to say again, congratulations for being in one of the greatest conventions that you will ever see in the history of the universe. I will be walking around, I'm looking to compete with people, I'm looking to take pictures with people, and I'm looking to stare confidently into your eyes. So if you see the loud round guy with a cool jacket, feel free to stop and take a picture. Love you and congratulations.
All right, this is a hot game from Vince here. 495 heading into transition. Nice LJ sequence. 524 transition Vince, right into the Tetris, 548. Scout post transition in 459. The board's a little out of control, but looks like he's getting that burn down. Vince nearly getting his today's PB. And Vince has now got his personal best for the day, 591 and counting.
Attendees in 15 minutes. We've
Tetris for
our Game On
Vince.
Pro Skater 2 tournament. Don't miss out on a chance to win a signed and autographed Tony Hawk skateboard. So head on down to the Retro World Series tournament desk. Get signed up. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 starting at 2 o'clock.
Go Vince, go. 658, level 23. Knocks another one down, 689. Ooh, overshifts that T. Board's falling apart quick. He was expecting it clear with that flat, 698. That'll do it, 698, 706, today's PB for Vince. Moves up to 6th place. Look at that, Scout, Vince, Jaws, 4, 5, and 6, right on stage at the same time. 13 minutes remain.
All right, Elmore Villain moves on to our grand finals. Up next for losers finals, Pierce Nightmare versus Sasuke.
The little tiny one.
Yeah.
Battery's dead.
No, it started flashing. It's not dead. I just want to make sure it doesn't die later.
Okay. All right, Steve's improved here. This is all gravy for him. 10 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Slamming down those Quaid Tetrises. Look at that, 2 like that. Let's go. Scout sitting up at column 8 as well. 2 off the bottom. Knocks it down. Vince finishing strong. He's got a 350 just after getting his previous game in his PB. We'll have one more group of quals after this group. Then we will begin our bracket roughly 3:10, 3:15, maybe 3:30 Pacific time. All right, we're getting down to the wire here. So 7 minutes to go. You can get one complete game in this time. Transition for Steve, 252. GG Steve, we'll get that in there.
Yeah, set me up.
Stream singing, you got the volume being loud, or
What's that?
stream singing, you got the volume being loud, or did you turn it down?
Nobody's complaining. I'm
It
sure
has
that
been turned down before I did it earlier, so.
I was only turning it down when I was getting feedback.
Okay. But this controls both this and that.
Well, it's not going into red, so I'm... Test it, yeah, okay.
All right, Game On attendees, we're running a little bit behind on our Tekken Tag Tournament, so we'll be starting Tony Hawk a few minutes later than planned. So that leaves you more time to come get signed up. We don't have much time left though, so head on down to the Retro World Series tournament desk, get signed up for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
All right, we are at 4 minutes, 30 seconds, players. So if your game sucks, quit, start a new one. If your game rocks, keep playing. Thanks, chat, for the audio input. We kind of have a little rigged solution today to get a PA system involved, but if it sounds good and you get to hear all the updates from Hal Hawkins, then, you know, it's almost like you're here. Good news at home, no bands in this room. The bands are outside this year, so we will not be blasted with rock band karaoke. Three minutes to go, 3 minutes. If you like your game, keep playing. If you don't like your game, quit. I think Vince Clemente likes his game. He's got a 480 at 106 lines. He was complaining earlier that he hasn't maxed out in over a year. He wants that. I mean, If I could ring a bell for Vince Clemente, that would make my week. Really any of these players, but this is pretty much the coolest foursome we've had ever on a stage in CTWC history. Two minutes, 5:71 for Vince pre-transition. Oh, Vince, are you going to blow this? Indeed he is, but a minute 90 seconds to go. Takes about 12 seconds to get a game reset properly. We are under a minute. I'll give you that 20-second warning if you want to quit and restart.
All right, Chris Weinberg moves on to the grand finals, where he is going to face Omar Villain.
Jaws is cooking up something here. He's not going to quit. All right, 20 seconds. This is your go, no-go warning. Ooh, Jaws, you still have time. You got this, you got this. Speed run the start button. Pound on it. 6, 5, 4, 3. Hey, got it. Let's go.
Last game.
All right, Steve looking good at a 140. Looking to up his 252 from earlier. And with the level 15 speed, this is manageable up here. Steve's transitioned at 151. All right, that'll do it for Steve. GG's, my man. 252, good seeing you again. Perhaps we will meet in the silver bracket. All right, Vince with another strong pre-transition game. Last time he did a number on the bed. Scout using that body English, trying to get this game under a little bit of control. Vince looking good, 387 through 92 lines. So score updates all around. This is the last game of the second group of quals. Vince with the 429 looking to top 698. Scout with a 794 on the board. Needs a really strong game post transition to beat that, and that's a hard no, but I have faith. Jaws with a 564 on the board. But with this last game situation, you have the benefit of playing aggressive. Take that risk. What are you going to lose? All right, Vince, nearing transition, 522. Transition hangs the L. That you can see how devastating that transition can be. You got to get used to that speed change. Can he get a line to the left? First, he needs the line. A little fancy moves, but Vince is going to top out a 531. So he currently sits at 6th place. Looks pretty safe bet for the gold bracket. Scout's going to top out at a 409. He sits in 5th place in the gold bracket. And all eyes on Jaws. Extra large Jaws for an extra large man. In spirit, kind of short, but he rocks. Nice Tetris. Some another. Good recovery to transition, 326. Also like the Steve Relaxo cam. Ooh. Can he get the line? He got a line to the left. Oh, GG's Jaws. So there's our current leaderboard. We have one more group of quals to go. All right, if you haven't paid your registration, see Vince Clemente over there, and we'll get our next group of players on the stage. We're a little behind, so let's speed this show up a bit. Thanks to the Raid for the Dr. Mario Championship. Great job over there in Milwaukee. And then we'll flip the script tomorrow and have Dr. Mario here in Phoenix and Tetris in Milwaukee. So lots of puzzle action across the country. So hey, dear MC chat, who won? I sort of was watching, sort of wasn't. I saw Dawn and
Spoilers.
whatever. So we're on CT now. Rodzilla, hell yeah. First time regional winner, I believe, yes? Got a lot of new blood in the immunity pool this year. So who's up on stage? Ninja, DMJ, Oscar,
Probably Tetris time.
Tetris time. All right, our next group of players on stage, please. We're running behind. Let's keep the show going. Tetris time, DMJ. Oscar's already up there.
While we are waiting for the Tekken Tag tournament to end, we're going to go ahead and do check-ins for Tony Hawk.
Hey, Ninja.
So if you're in the Tony Hawk tournament, please head on down to the...
I changed the flag.
Tournament, and we will start...
Oh, here it is. I see it.
This is Vince's.
So tiny.
Yeah, but like $7. You can like refill it upstairs.
Oh, upstairs. No, they're all like that. They all do that. They're meant to. Don't break it.
Okay, when I call your name up, please raise your hand so I know you're here. There's a big snatch here. Not here. Hello to your God. Hello to your God for Tony Hawk. Not here.
That's like in the last 10 minutes. It's like, oh shit.
Ruby Khan. There you are. Mace. All right.
Like give you like an easy pass.
Danny Roar. 6 inch. Berserker. Berserker for Tony Hawk. Not here. Dot Eater for Tony Hawk. Haven't been there all day. Dino loves cola. Dino loves cola. Not here. James Ganarelli. Did you actually wake up today and show up on time? No, you did not. Massacre. Massacre for Tony Hawk. All right. Copper. Copper for Tony Hawk. Not here. Stockatron. John Too Fine.
Y'all know where a trash can is.
I'm sorry?
Visual
Trash
Dragon.
can.
I'm sorry?
Mike
Trash
Jones.
can.
Oh,
DJ Red. AZ Native Man. AZ Native Man for Tony Hawk.
all right, all of you at home. We still have 36 codes to contribute on our Discord. All you gotta do is make a couple clicks, log in, contribute a quarter or so to the tournament without having to give us any money. But if you'd like to give us money, we'd also take that as well.
Skate Xavier. J Body. Riverman. Is there anybody else that thought they signed up and didn't call their name? Anyone? No. Okay. All right, sit tight. We're almost done with the Tekken Tag Grand Finals, and then we'll be starting shortly now that I know you're here. The rules are on our website.
What the hell happened?
We'll post them on the main screen when we're done. Actually, I've got the rules on the screen right here if you want to review them. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. We're going to be starting in probably about 15 minutes.
What happened with the scene? Why is this cut off? Swear to God.
Yeah, this is turned off. If we need to adjust these, we can do it with this.
That was already set to 11 before, so I didn't.
Yeah, because but this adjusts both volumes. So if you turn this down, it's going to turn both. It's just missing the countdown.
It's
right?
well, this is wonky. The things missed. I have,
Just missing.
but the countdown. You just turn it on and it goes.
Okay.
I'm not. Whatever. We can fix it. It's just qual. Why are we recording quals? But it's all right.
It's content.
We never post it. It's still feeding back. Is that our speaker? Why is it?
Well, it's your hardest to do. Yeah, you want to be pointed away from the. I'm just gonna test this real quick.
Okay, we are going to go ahead and start the initial round for the Tony Hawk tournament. If you
In
want to
general,
come
you
to
want to
the
be
desk,
pointed
we're
away
gonna
from
start
the.
assigning opponents.
All right, we'll give about another minute for warm-up, guys.
All right,
How's it going?
first matchup will be in Station 20. The number is on top.
Good,
of
good.
TV.
These going well over here or
Let's
what?
have
What's that?
Rubberman
Is he
and
from okay?
Yeah, yeah.
versus Mace. Station 20.
How about you?
Good.
Okay, you look better than you did the other day, so that's, you were pretty killed on Friday.
Yeah. Still am a little bit, but thank you for being here, man.
Oh, no, thank you. All right, players.
Let's have DJ Red versus Sexton. Station 21.
Let's count them down. Phoenix in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
I'm sorry, no, I've got the wrong
Is. We still have 30-some codes left in our Matcherino, so if you are watching on chat, click on a link, sign in with your existing social media. You don't need a new account. Click on the coupon code, donate a little money to our players. If you'd like to give us real money, we'd also appreciate that, but no pressure.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. So Station 19 will be DJ Red, Sexton. Station 18 will be J-Body and Danny Roar. Station 18.
So our last group of 4, we had the coolest foursome. This might be our fiercest foursome. I suspect lots of max outs, lots of million-point scores here in this hour-long session.
State Xavier, Mike Jones, and John Tufine. Y'all have buys, so sit tight. We'll get you next soon.
Tetris coming off his win last week in Washington makes the trip down here to Phoenix, and then he'll also be hosting a tournament in Las Vegas next weekend. So him and Ninja both outworking me this year. I did 3 events in 4 weeks. They're doing 3 events in 3 weeks. Not only that, Tetris times with the level 19 start, so the hustle is real. And shout out to Ninja for getting here early this morning to set up Nestor's champs. Our ice strain appreciates the effort. And Oscar, not sure if you flew or drove in, but good seeing you again. And of course, DMJ, not going with the Buckethead this time, but he was recognized as Buckethead. It's got to feel good. So last week, Tetris Time had, I think, 4 max outs in his hour-long qual. He's going to need that and a nice kicker to overtake Kirby for that #1 seed. Milwaukee might be on channel 3. They're just doing quals today. I turn my head and what do I see? An Oscar Vitz. Last group was the cool group. This is the swag group. some high transitions already. Level 20 transition for Tetris time at a 5:03. DMJ approaching transition, although he's got 21 lines to go. This is potential 600,000. But when your goal is only 1 million points, that gives you that flexibility to take your foot off the gas a little bit. Oh, oh, oh. DMJ setting a flagpole in the middle of his board. Working around it, filling in the gaps. Tetris time, 591, knocks out another. Tetris time picking up right where he left off from last week. .542 transition for DMJ. Flew here from Arkansas to be here this weekend. We need to get more events down south. That's what should be our goal for next year. 686, 716 now Tetris time. Another Tetris, 747. Super strong opener for Tetris time. Oscar with a 604 at level 21. They actually be a little bit more fast and furious here. All of our players starting off super well. The question might be how many max outs, not if they will max out. All right, we'll check out Tetris time first at 8:52 on a clean board, level 27, running out of time, getting a triple. This might be cutting it close here. Might need some level 29 to get to 1 million points. Oh, he can't get it over. Tetris time does get it over there, 906. He's going to need some 29 play, knocks down a Tetris. And another at 979, now into 29. He's got to roll some points. About 1,000 points a single line. The triple, about 11,000 to go. There it is! Tetris time with its first max out.
Oh, wow, what a match. Omar Dillon is our second tag tournament champion.
Oscar with a 694. All right, DMJ now at an 842, and Ninja with a 718. Look at Ninja with that dirty Tetris, 3 off the bottom. Level 27 for DMJ. He's going to have a similar situation to Tetris time. He's probably going to have to play to level 29 to get that 1 million points. DMJ 5 lines away. So DMJ will play to 29 here to get that 1 million points. Into 29, 971 for DMJ. 774, 200 for Ninja. I'll get that in a moment. And a max out for DMJ. Gotcha, Ninja.
Remember, if you lose your first match, don't go anywhere. You're still in the tournament. on station 20, can I get
See if that works better.
on station
This
20,
can cause.
can I get Stoppatron and Riverman? Station 20, Stoppatron and Riverman. All right, next up on station 19, let's have Skate Xavier versus Six Cent.
Stupid.
All right, on station 18, let's have Mike Jones versus Jay Bobby.
All right, scoreboard settled. Hopefully the microphone issue's settled. Tetris time looking for max out number 2. And with another 19 start, getting a little spicy. Oscar setting up the Vitz again.
Up next on the main stage, John Tufine and Ruby Khan. John Tufine and Ruby Khan will be on the main stage.
All right. Do you know Nesris champs? Well, that's DMJ's screen.
I know.
Okay.
You said DMJ's?
Yeah, he's
Torches?
looks like I lost them all. Max out for Tetris time, but I've lost all my
You
screens.
might have to reset the settings on it.
I don't know
Like
how.
code. So go to settings. And then you might have to like completely reset the configuration. If it crashed. But that's like the only way I know how. I would do one and then try it and then. Then put it on plastic. The capture card just might be frozen. It's not showing up.
Hate this shit.
Huh? I don't know.
Oh, it's back up. Hey, it's back up now. Yeah. Well, 3 of them are, not 1. But 3 out of the 4. These 3 are back up, but that one's not.
Well, only one's working. Do you know how to reset this?
How do we set what?
They're all frozen.
Oh, that's just.
Yeah.
Where's it at? This right here.
Well, he's just trying to reset the configuration on it. Because one of them's not showing.
Yeah.
He tried to reset the configuration.
Cybertron and Digital Dragon on station 20. Losers, we're going to make the losers bracket 5 minutes, so don't worry about the 2-minute rule. The matches in losers bracket are going to be 5 minutes as well.
So usually, oh yeah, yeah.
How to fix it.
It's usually just like refresh the page.
No. Well, that's broken now too, but
Ninja did this.
Yeah.
Ninja did it over here. Refresh this.
I got it next time, just so you guys know.
What were you guys doing over here?
I will look at you for the score.
We're just getting Ninja. Just keep going. Ninja, you know how to fix this?
Connor's 19 open. Can I get 6 cents and Danny Roar to station 19? 6 cents and Danny Roar to station 19.
I'll give you more time, so don't rush.
Okay. Oh, that's why.
Oh no.
I see what happened.
I need to start a game. The calibration is okay. They just needed to refresh the browser.
Oh, what? Refresh what?
The browser.
There we go.
You got one. You got Ninja Screen.
All right, J Body and DJ Red to station 17. J Body and DJ Red to station 17. If you do have to leave, please let us know so we can adjust the bracket accordingly.
Does Tetris time have 2 or 1?
One.
It shows 1 right now, but I don't know if you got 1.
I'm not aware if we got a second one. I know DFJ got it in a second.
Oh, that's why. There you go. We're good. We're good. We're
All right,
good.
I'll give you like 5 extra minutes. Thank you. Huh?
It's all jittery now.
Yep.
It hasn't been like that though, has it?
No, because when this computer can't handle a bunch of shit running at once, so you just need that's your Shams and OBS and that's it. The scoreboard and the timers and all that extra stuff just can't handle it. All right, tech issues over hopefully. Ninja's a hero.
I'm probably broken.
It wasn't like this when we were playing though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's working, but DFJ's is very stuttery.
They're all stuttery. The cameras are stuttery.
Oh. Yeah, something like this is why I think ideally you have like
system that works.
One computer that is just for the stream. Like all it does is stream. And then,
Ideally, you want a system that works.
no, so like right now we can just restart it, but it wouldn't affect the stream. We can just restart all of this.
All right, can I get Rubicon and Mace to station 20? Rubicon and Mace
I can't
to station
carry
20.
50 computers with me.
Oh no, I mean like literally just any little equivalent is like on the PCs.
Isn't that what the Raspberry Pi is for?
No, the Raspberry Pi is like something to do with SSHs.
Mace to the tournament desk. For Tony Hawk, where is Mace?
What's as a kicker?
All right, Mace is out. Rubicon in the line. All right, let's have our first winner semifinals on the main stage. Riverman versus Skate Xavier.
It's qual run. Once it's over, we'll restart everything.
Yeah. Oh, you want that? Okay,
709-889. I got it. You're still at 2 maxes, right?
2 max
2.
outs.
Come on, Oscar. Why is that Ninja 2? What the?
Oh yeah, later.
All right, I'm going to turn off all my extras so you can do scorekeeping.
Yeah. Let's do it over.
Maybe that'll help.
I wonder if we could just turn off, if we just turn off Mr. Champs and just do the analog, switch to the analog capture right now. Hide Mr. Champs and switch to the original capture.
I don't think it's lined up for the qual mode.
Oh yeah. This on the side.
We lost Tetris time again. Is he playing? All right, so what do we refresh here? Let's go, Oscar. I don't know how to, I picked the screen, now I don't know where the OK button is or whatever to do next.
Angie, can you fix Tetris times?
What do I refresh? I picked 795.
795, 200?
Yeah, tell Barrett. So I go here.
This is TT's, right?
Yeah. All right. So you got to click on it. So
Yeah, you click on a black
Sure.
bar.
so
And then you just make sure that
Okay.
it's always on top.
so I know you didn't write it, but there should be like click on black in screen to calibrate or something like that.
Yeah. It auto calibrates, and then you just have to do some fine adjustments after.
All right.
All right, 2-minute run back.
That is number 4 for Tetris time. Now a kicker away from the number 1 seed. Or a 5th max out. Why the heck not? There's 25 minutes to go.
Dr. Mario over here.
Oh, nice.
All right, after that tiebreaker, Xavier moves on to our winners finals. Up next, our second winner semifinals, Mike Jones versus John T. Fine. Where are you, John T. Fine? Main stage.
All right, DMJ's one Tetris away from max out number 3, and there it is. We have 21 minutes remaining. And the max outs are starting to pile up on that leaderboard. If you're watching, we apologize for the jitteriness of the stream. We're going to go ahead and finish this qual session in 20 minutes, then we'll restart everything, and hopefully that clears it up. It was looking great this morning, so. Oscar, 989, 990, 10,000 points to a max out. This could be tough. The rolling can help, but it's a little dicey. $995. Oh, that's a heck of a kicker, though. 995, 451. Tetris time well on his way to number 5 and the number 1 seed. 2 Tetrises away. A Tetris and change will do it for Tetris time. There's the change. Where's the long bar? There it is, number 5 Tetris time. "17 minutes ago, big improvement over last week for Tetris time. Ninja. Ninja with an 835, that ups his score. Moves up a space. Tetris time can't relax. DMJ is within striking distance. Ninja trying to get us some sponsorship money. Look at DMJ treating level 20 like mortals treat level 9. So unless we've got offstage qualifiers, it looks like Jaws is going to make the gold bracket here.
Big Dave and Rev. Rev is done. Big Dave is already ahead of Jaws.
Yeah, so I don't see anybody else playing at the moment, so we're mostly playing for position at this point.
All right, Mike Jones moves on to our winners finals. Up next on the main stage, 6 cents and John Tufan for our losers quarterfinals. 6 cents, John Tufan on the main screen.
"15 minutes remain." 15 minutes, that's that's about 2 complete games. DMJ working at column 5 well. Moving it over.
So we're gonna see things.
Oh. Because this never got fixed. All right, we got DMJ here. Well into the 29 play, needing 100,000 points. You see how fast these pieces are dropping. Tetris for DMJ, one Tetris and change. This is definitely a survival game. Triple. $7,000 to go, 6,000, 4,000. There it is, well fought, DMJ. Number 4 on the board. We are at 12 minutes remaining. Tetris time, needing this max out to pull away from the field. Nothing's guaranteed at this point. DMJ could sneak 2 max outs in his last 10 minutes. All right, Tetris time loading up. What? Oh. Just keep playing, I got it. Are you on the rocket screen? Are you on the rocket screen? Number 6 for Tetris time. We are under 10 minutes. That 6 max out should secure Tetris time the number 1 seed, but why not go for 7? It's a cooler number.
All right, John 2-5 moves to our losers finals. The losers semifinals, where he will face Riverman on the main screen. Riverman versus John 2-5 on the main screen for our losers semifinals.
Dirty Tetris DMJ. DMJ on the verge of max out number 5. A Tetris should do it. He's in scoring position, hangs the Z, knocks it down. Tetris backs out 5. 4 minutes to go. Number 6 is possible. Meanwhile, Tetris time. Looking for number 7. Just gonna reboot the streaming PC when we're done, and before we're gonna reboot everything before the bracket starts.
The only problem with that is that we have to use new stream key.
Well,
I think we just unplug the analog stuff. See if that helps.
I think the PC was left on all night, so it might need just to be rebooted anyway.
Well, yeah, before we do that, let's test whatever that is. We don't plug that, turn the timer on.
17,000 away for Tetris time. He's going to line this out. $6,000 to go, 5,000. 999,620. There it is, number 7, Tetris time. 2 minutes to go. Number 8 is possible. Oscar looking here. Oh, Oscar, ooh, just got away from there, but still 1:30 to go, 90 seconds. I'll give you about a 30-second warning if you want to go, no go, but I think all of our players have been pretty darn good this block. So good they broke the stream.
And moves on to our losers finals. So let's put our winners finals on the main screen. We've got Skate Xavier versus Mike Jones.
Mike Jones is Star Tropics, man. What do you have the guy in Star Tropics? Like just the most stereotypical American name, Japan.
All right, your time is up. Ninja getting his last game in. Ninja also gets an extra game due to working tech support, double duty.
O'clock start for bracket.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, we gotta reboot it.
Yeah. Get a new key, just start from scratch. And then if it doesn't work when we come out, then we go back to analog.
Yeah.
worked great, and until it didn't. I don't have that up. Do you have a tag to put the amount on there?
I asked for it, yeah.
We're gonna like aim like 4 o'clock.
Damn, dude, I made the cut by one.
Yeah.
Is that what it's looking like?
You beat Vince out. Look at him.
Oh,
Bubble
man.
boy.
Sorry, bro. Sorry. Wait, did you? You got.
No.
You got high? Dude, too sick. Dude, too sick. Oh, my. Are you moved Tetris times? No, that's gonna be.
I think you play Oscar.
Okay. Alright, sick. Damn, I just I'll keep an eye out on that.
Yes, Prin- Can you show somebody the principal's office?
All right, we're approaching our end games. Tetris time. Look for max out number 8. DMJ looking for number 6. Both these players have just playing for funsies at this point. They're going to be 1-2 heading into the bracket about 4 p.m. Oscar looking to get that second max out and jumping up a spot to number 4 if he can do it. That's a first round bye. Ninja sitting currently number 8, looking to maybe jump up to number 5. Oh, and that's a top out for Tetris time. He does improve his kicker with that 792, so for the record books. And DMJ's game capture went away, but we'll just watch his score go up and get that last max out, hopefully.
And Skate Savior moves on to the grand finals for a rematch against Riverman.
$956, 180. Yep. So DMJ improves his kicker, but finishes with 5 max outs and a number 2 seed. So we are down to Oscar and Ninja. Ninja will get a bonus game. Oscar looking for that second max. Looks like 2 and change away here. And there it is, max out number 2 for Oscar. Moves into the number 4 spot. Oh, look at this craziness. All right, that's broken. All right, you know what? We're going to get this thing rebooted here, and we'll be back.